weight. Him and Masvidal is a big guy for 55. He's not a really big guy for 70, but he carries the weight really well. And so that fight to me is very interesting. Do I think that Usman can take him down? Yes. Do I think Usman can hold him down? I don't know. That's one of those fights. I mean, potentially he can, but there's not I don't think there's a big submission threat behind Usman. There's a ground and pound threat. There's a hold you down threat. There's a continuously take you down because Usman's a savage. Of course there is. But I don't know if he can hold him down. I mean, guys like Damian Maia had a hard time holding him down. He was able to pop back up a couple times. He was even harder. Yep. But Damian also doesn't have the wrestling that Usman has, but he does have the threat of the submission. So Usman, what's it called? Masvidal's got to be careful about how he tries to get up against someone like Damian Maia. Not so much with Usman. He can go ahead and turn his back because people underestimate how good his submission defense is, as well as his takedown defense is. He's fucking really, really good. And not to mention when it comes to striking, I mean, I don't know if you guys ever went back and watched the old Strikeforce fight with him and KJ Noons. Good God. I've never seen anyone get pieced. I've never seen one person in the UFC or one person in Strikeforce, one person ever get pieced up like that. I think in a fight. It was one of those fights I was like, wow, I can't believe this is happening. He was just touching him and touching him and touching him. Kicked him in the head like 2 or 3 times, I think. Dropped him once or twice. It was just one of those fights. I'm like, if that was one of those fights right now, if that happened in this era, you'd have guys like Luke Thomas and other media guys complaining about they should have thrown the towel in by the end of the second. It was that bad, and it was a good
You can go take a look at Masvidal's fight against Till, though, because he does certain things in that fight where you can see him setting up the combination that he ends up knocking Till out with, and he sees it and he goes back to it, and Till does a couple things, but then when he goes back to it again, you go, technically, Masvidal's good. Technically, he's really good. He is solid on his feet. The only thing he doesn't have that submission game. If Usman does take him down, he's not the guy that's real dangerous off of his back.
No,
he's got to get himself back to his feet. Yeah, that's his key to being a participant in the fight, to be a guy that can win the fight.
I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you. That tasted like vinegar coming out of my mouth. But yeah.